let me say something. I'll explain this ruling here. This look, people can't seem to make up their mind about me. Yeah, my haters, man, my haters. You see, on one hand, they claim that my arguments are stupid. They are baseless. They are so weak. They are easily refutable. Easily, like you know, as Farid Ganguteli, beloved, said that basically I'm like a child. Like my thoughts, my ideas are childlike in front of him. And this is how people, on one hand, this is how they portray me. They say, this guy, his arguments are so dumb, so weak, so, you know, uh, uh, it's just a bundle of straw. But then, you see, if that be the case, like let's say I don't like somebody's views and they're so easy to refute, I would steelman them. I would present them in exactly how he's saying them because they're so easy anyway to refute. And then I would smash them to smithereens. But what you get is these same people then, they completely straw man and present a distorted view, which I'm not even saying. In some cases I may be saying a part of that as part of a greater whole, but they will kind of make it look so weak, kind of cut and paste, and then present them and say, "Oh my God, look, Mufti says this." And somebody shared. There's I don't know whether it's a tweet going on around or something, but some people they cut and pasted parts of my comments or something, put them together, and said, "Oh my God, look what Mufti is saying about incest." Okay, so just to be clear, what they're saying. And I'll come to this because it's kind of linked. So, on the incest thing, I had somebody message that Mufti, do you say this about incest? They're saying Mufti is saying incest is a totally natural thing to do. I've never said that in my life. I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're going to refute me, just refute me on what I actually say. Why are you making things up? Like you're making things up and then refuting them. And I've never even said that ever. Like I've never ever said anything like that, not even remotely close. So what they've done is they've taken where a bunch of paragraphs where I've written about homosexuality in the past. And I've responded to the claim that where people said homosexuality is not natural, it's unnatural. So I've said that look, even though in Islam, for the most part, most ulama consider homosexuality haram. However, making a claim that it's unnatural is not scientifically backed because now you're making a statement about nature, and nature is all around us in the world. So I have highlighted that look, science does show that homosexuality does actually exist in most species in nature. It's not the dominating sexual practice, but it exists in almost every species in nature. So to say the statement that homosexuality is not natural, it's not scientifically accurate, and it's not to make statements about nature is not the realm of religion. It's the realm of people who study nature, which is science, whether you're a biologist or you study science, other aspects of science. So this statement is wrong. However, you can say it's haram, you can say that's your belief, and that's fine. So in this statement, I'm saying that look, homosexuality in the West is a practice of it's a part of the way of life here. And then I quote Imam Malik in saying that, look, Imam Malik is asked, and he is a power within Medina, and there are people who may be on the outskirts of Medina that he can forcefully take control of or interfere in their lives. And he's asked, they practice incest. They marry their own sisters, they marry their own mothers and daughters, and they consider it fine. Like, should we not intervene forcibly? This is the question. It's in the Mudawwana of Imam Malik. So Imam Malik says that's their way of life, and we do not get involved. So I say, look, this was Imam Malik's response to a matter incest, which we clearly consider haram. I mean, most traditions in the world clearly that's not practiced in the animal kingdom. For Ma Baluka, so what do you think about homosexuality? And that is the way of life in these countries. So it's not your place to be going around trying to intervene in other people's lifestyles. Now, so what they've done is they've taken that sentence where I've said that, look, to say this is unnatural is, it's not scientific because if you look it's found in all species. And then they've taken my statement that Imam Malik said we don't interfere in incest, and they've put them together and made a screenshot and then just made this go viral or in their little circles to say, oh my God, Mufti is saying that not only should incest be allowed, he's also alleging that it's everywhere in science, in nature, which it isn't. I mean, I'm the one that actually mentioned that. I mentioned the studies from the book, The Third Chimpanzee. I did a review on it. Right. So I'm thinking, people are messaging me this and saying, oh, Mufti, did you say this? And I'm saying, look, no, I didn't say that. And then they like had somebody kind of, oh my God, you're so disgusting. Why would you say that incest is, people should be practicing incest? And I said, well, abe o mother, father, because I didn't say it. But this is like, look at that. Like, when people have to fabricate stuff about you to refute you, it speaks volumes to me, man. That really speaks volumes. Um, right. So cool. Right. So yeah. So these screenshots are not a true. Like, I don't know. Obviously, it's part of that discourse. So they've taken the part where I'm saying about Imam Malik, and they've taken the part where I'm saying to say homosexuality is unnatural, is inaccurate. But I don't use the word. I'm responding. So I say to make the claim that it's unnatural is obviously it's unfounded in science because in nature it is present in most species. So they take that and they take the statement that I'm saying Imam Malik said not to interfere with incest, and they're putting it together and they've got a thing and they're just spreading it. And my point is, look, why don't you just tackle my actual arguments? You don't need to kind of make stuff up. I thought my arguments are so simple. Just tackle them.